As a big girl, a big girl, we've had these conversations before on my platform, but for the new people that are just joining, there is big, there's acceptable big, and then it's just like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? She just, let me see, she kind of big, she a little chunky. So I was always the big girl. Like, you know, big sexy, she big as shit. You know what I'm saying? She cute, she thorough, but she big as shit. Like, I was always her. I'm acceptable fat, and I don't care. You want to argue with this, argue with the air, baby, because you're not going to get an argument out of me. I am acceptable fat, okay? But there are these little things that as a non-fat person has no idea that are such like big moments for us. So the fact that I'm in my car, my seat is all the way like up front. I didn't even have to move my steering wheel away from me. I have on a double legging, which is constricting, double tights. I have on a fanny pack that is taking up more space. I have on a coat. Y'all, I am sitting in my car like nothing. I'm not like this. Like, I am comfortable in my car. And as a bigger girl, and only my big girls is gonna understand what I'm saying right now, it is so freeing for these moments. Like, and as a fashion girly, it is such a big moment, because in the winter I want to layer my clothes, and I just knew that, oh my God, like, I can't do it. I'm going to be uncomfortable. I'm not going to be able to drive my car. And in particular, when I got this car, I fit in it. I was fine, but I told myself that I was never going to get any bigger. So that was one of my reasons why, you know what? I was like, I'm pushing it in this car, because I always had to have a big car that I could fit in. And even then, I remember my last car, my GMC Acadia, I used to lie to people about the door. I messed the door up because my body was protruding out of the door for so many years that the door ended up loosening up like the bolt. Something that I have never told nobody. I never hit that door. The door was never messed up. I messed that door up because I was so big that every time I got in the car, every time I sat in my car, I was protruding out of the door. Shut the fuck up. There's all this traffic in front of me. I can't even go. But yeah, so just these little things. And I love that I have this platform, and I love that so many people follow me that have no idea of the world that lies behind a girl my size, you know, or girls that are 400, 500 pounds. It is so much that goes behind it, and a lot of us just mask it and we don't talk about it. Guys, as I do with everything in my life, I make everything positive. I could be going through the worst of it, but I will make it positive. And I've done that with my weight my whole entire life. I have turned everything into a positive until I couldn't no more. Until I was so unhappy that I actually couldn't fake it no more. You know what I'm saying? Everything that y'all saw, everything that I did, whether it was done with a sense of delusion, my delusion was always deep rooted in reality. I knew what it was, but I chose to be delusional in that moment. But I was delusional yet realistic. I knew what I looked like. And sometimes I didn't, but I loved me so much that I didn't care. So look, when I look back at pictures now, because of where I'm at now, so when I look at me at 500 pounds, I do have a sense of disgust. I will not lie to you. Like, this is like raw, real. I do have a sense of disgust for what I did to myself. But you know, I'm not her no more. So, you know, it's just a disgust, and then I move on, because baby, we not there no more. You know, I don't live there anymore, baby. So yeah, that was just my fat girl rant of things that y'all have no idea about. And now I just told y'all a secret. I remember when I started losing weight and I went from 550 to 450, I never told anybody how big I was. And I remember when I first started dropping the weight, I ended up telling everybody how big I was, and they could not believe it. But I was embarrassed at that moment. I didn't want nobody to know until I was out of it. Like, that goes for everything. You don't even want to speak about something until you're not in that moment anymore, because it's embarrassing. Whether it's a relationship, whether it's just a bad situation, you don't talk about it until you're out of it. So yeah, secret. GMC Acadia messed the door up because I was big as shit.